Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. And for today's video, I want to give you an update on how we're doing since we had to put Sugar Bear down, and also an update on my weight loss and just my overall sense of well-being. And so anyway, let me just start by saying thank you for all of you that sent cards and notes and just words of condolences as we had to put our dear Sugar Bear down a week ago last Monday. And it was a very, very difficult day, a very difficult week. And anyway, but Sweet Pea's doing well, we're doing well, and we are picking up the pieces and moving on, and we're focusing on what we have instead of what we've lost, and that's helping us to stay in a positive frame of mind and not be so down and out about the whole thing. We gave him a funeral here at the house, a little funeral, and we had we opened up the box for a little bit and gave him kisses, and Sweet Pea said her goodbyes and everything. And so we had a sense of closure. And then my husband buried him in the backyard. We have two other pets back there that we've lost since we've lived here in this house, and so it's like a little pet cemetery that we've got going on out there. And so anyhow, we buried him back there in the backyard, and it was yesterday, Sweet Pea and I went walking, and so we walked around the yard, and we went back there to the grave, and stayed there for a few minutes. And she's doing very surprisingly well. I think she knew that he was dying when we didn't. So anyway, it's amazing, the intuitiveness that they have and everything. So anyway, I wanted to share with you some steps that I've taken over the last week or so to just move on with my wellness. And I started a journal. I got this journal recently. It was a gift, and it was completely blank, lots of pages in it. And so what I've done is I set this journal aside for my wellness journey through keto. And I started in with April 1st, my weigh-in, and the fact that ketosis was complete. I set some goals, which I'm trying to drink 3 waters a day, and I'm trying to lose 3 pounds a week, and I want to be under a certain weight by August. So I've got a goal set there, and I'm trying to stay under 20 to 25 carbs a day. And so I've got them divvied out, breakfast and dinner, and then a snack. And then of course I'm trying to do intermittent fasting, for 16 hours a day. And on the weekends, sometimes it winds up only being 12 hours. Then I'm taking supplements. I've got a daily multivitamin for women and a vitamin D supplement that I take, including, so there's like 2 supplements there that I'm taking. The drinks that I'm drinking right now, I'm sticking with the 3 bottles of water a day, and then I'm trying to stick with 2 cups of coffee in the mornings. Sometimes I do drink a 3rd cup of coffee, and have been known to drink a 4th cup of coffee, but I'm trying to stay down to 2 cups of coffee. The only other caffeine that I'm allowing myself is a diet green tea, the Lipton green tea, and that's just 1 per day, and that has to take the place of 1 of those cups of coffee. So I'm being pretty strict on the amount of caffeine because I'm trying to sleep better at night. As far as treats are concerned, I have to do a keto treat. A keto treat, for example, would be we mix a half a block of cream cheese with a couple of tablespoons of Cool Whip, which you can buy the sugar-free Cool Whip, and it's got fat in it, but there's no sugar. And so anyway, if you whip that together, it makes the cheese a little bit light and a little bit fluffier, and it sweetens it up a little bit, and so we use that like as a dip. And I'll take 3 or 4 strawberries depending on their size, and that's really all the fruit that I'm allowed. And then I use the cheese Cool Whip dip, you know, to drag the strawberries through, and that is considered a treat. It is not something that I eat every day, but it is a treat, and so I'm trying to limit my treats to 2 a week. I did look up on the website for the Build-A-Bar, or the Built Bars that were gifted to me, and they do have sugar in them, and those, they have, like, by the time you take the fiber out, there's 12 net grams of carbs per bar. So even if we cut it in half, and Terry had half and I had half, that would be six carbs a piece, which when you're trying to stay under 20, that's pretty high. I mean, that you would have to put that into the treat department, but there's sugar in it. And so anyhow, I don't think that we'll be buying those, but I do want to thank Tammy for the opportunity to try them, so I appreciate that so much. Let's see, another goal that I had is to walk every day. So I get Sweet Pea on the leash, and I walk to the mailbox, we walk around the yard. After meals, just take a 10-minute walk, and just trying to get some exercise in, because I have a tendency to just stay in the house all the time, which is not good. I need the vitamin D, I need the sunshine, I need the fresh air. So anyhow, I'm making sure that I put on my sunscreen, and we're getting outside, and we're doing that every single day. So since I've been documenting everything, I've been, there's patterns, my moods, my emotions, all of that plays into how I feel and what I want to eat. And I've noticed that that food means a lot to me, and that I'm an emotional eater. So like when Sugar Bear passed away and everything, for a few days afterwards, it was like I wanted to eat more. I wanted to, there were 2 or 3 days in a row there where I just felt like I couldn't get enough to eat. I was crabby, I was ravenous, and it wasn't like it was an emotional thing. It wasn't hunger pangs. It was just, I just wanted to eat the wrong stuff. I didn't yield to it, but I wanted it. I just wanted it. I wanted extra food other than what I'm allotted. So I have to guard myself and my emotions and not let them carry me away. And getting enough sleep helps me a lot. Drinking lots of water. Whenever I do feel like I'm tempted or I want something, I have to go for like a 0 carb snack and drink a bottle of water with it or whatever. And so if I do those things, then I can keep myself from yielding to the temptation. Another thing that I have to guard against is portion size. And so for instance, if my husband's fixing strawberries and whipped cream in the kitchen, he says, "Do you want some?" He has a tendency to bring me a large serving, like a cereal bowl full, which is more than I'm supposed to have. I'm only supposed to have like half that much, So like if you were to eat out at one of those restaurants where they put individual servings in one of those little, what we call monkey dishes, which is about the size of your hand, that's how you have to imagine your portion sizes to keep things under control. And so anyhow, that's one of the things I'm really trying to focus on as well. So anyway, I decided that I was going to weigh once a week. And so anyway, I stepped on the scales again this morning, and today is what is today? Today's the 7th. So I weighed on the 1st, and I weighed on the 7th. So I think I'm gonna weigh on Wednesdays, and because that's my Wellness Wednesday, and I can weigh right before I come and do my update and everything. So anyhow, I did not lose any weight this last week. I don't understand why. Maybe the fact that I'm actually getting up and moving more, which builds muscle, and muscle weighs more than fat. So, you know, you have to kind of take those kind of things into consideration and just keep being consistent and not let a lack of weight loss discourage you. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on. So this next week I'm still documenting. That's my plan, is to document every day exactly what I eat, exactly what I take in, exactly, you know, what I drink. I find that if I hold myself accountable through the journaling, then that keeps me, you know, on track. So like, for instance, if I didn't drink but 2 bottles of water during the day, then that means I'm going to carry a bottle of water with me to bed at night. And when I get up to use the restroom in the middle of the night, I'm drinking water in the middle of the night. And that helps me get that 3rd bottle in. So anyhow, just some little things that I'm doing. I'm trying to tell myself, you know, that I don't have to be perfect in order to make progress. Just get up and do something. Just do something, you know. And if you don't feel like doing it at all, just do it and allow yourself to cut a little corner. Not cheat per se on the diet, but, you know, like for instance, if it's time for me to walk and I really don't feel like taking a 10-minute walk, then just take a 5-minute walk, because a 5-minute walk's better than a 0-minute walk. And so just little things like that, you know, are helping me to get up and get moving and start to take steps toward real exercise. You know, this isn't really considered real exercise. It's just becoming more active. So anyhow, I've gotten quite sedentary as I've gained so much weight over the last year or so. And anyhow, I've just got to break out of it. I got to break out of this mold. So now that it's warmer weather, it's nice outside, there's no reason why I shouldn't be walking a couple times a day. All right, that is my Wellness Wednesday update. I will type the little recipe for my strawberry and cream cheese treat down in the description bar. And just a shout out to Tammy. Thank her for the Built Bars, but we're not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to continue on with those. I have to find treats that are closer to 0 carbs than that, and something that does not have sugar in it. So you have to read those labels really super careful. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you today is my prayer, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.